Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastor. I'm Pastor John Woodin, and this is a ministry of Hollywood Faith Christian Center in Hollywood, Florida. We welcome you this morning. Hope you have your coffee. We're going to have some time together. Yesterday, we talked about the prodigal son, the returning of the son back to the father. Well, his son leaves with his share of the inheritance. That's one portion, but the double portion remained with the elder son. So now it says here that he binds himself to a citizen of that country. You know what that means is that that place is steeped in sin, and that a person who is a complete citizen, steeped in that sin, he binds himself to that sin. So he is totally committed to the lifestyle that he went to live. And he throws down the bucket, and we don't know how long that took, but whatever length of time it took and the time it took to walk back to the Father, he was committed that this was time for him to return. Now, these are the last days, so I would tell you, don't give up on somebody who has walked away from the faith, to somebody who has walked away from church, and maybe just a little disappointed or a little church hurt or something. Don't be disappointed, because they're going to be coming back soon. And it's what I love is don't give up. Be like the Syrophoenician woman. She's my new hero, because the Syrophoenician woman comes to Jesus, and Jesus is having none of it. She is a Gentile. She's not Jewish, and he is not interested in her. In fact, he says to her, no. He tells her, no, I'm not going to minister to you. The bread is for the children of Israel. You're not Jewish. I'm not going to talk to you. And then she keeps following him and keep harassing him. And his disciples say, please, Lord, get rid of her. And finally, she even follows him into the house where he's staying. And he says, I can't give the little dogs. Now, he uses the word for like a pet dog. And she jumps on that and says, yes, but even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall on the floor that the children don't want. And he says, great is your faith. Your daughter is healed. See, and his father restores the position of the prodigal back to the sonship. And we are certainly see the disappointing reaction of the elder son. But the reason is Jeremiah 3 tells us this. He says, return, O backsliding children, says the Lord, for I am married to you. Now the Lord is married to the backslider. I will take you and from the city and two from the family, and I will bring you to Zion. And just like he brought that young son back to the father. In Romans chapter 8, he says that the Spirit himself bears witness that from our spirit that we are children of God, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ. And then finally he says, you brought me up out of a terrible pit, out of the miry clay, and you set my feet upon a rock. That's what God does. He takes us out of the place where we are wallowing in our sin, and he takes us up out of that and puts us high on a rock next to him. God bless you. We'll see you again next time.